Welcome to another exciting episode of Spelling Bee Ninja, where we dive into the fascinating world of geography. Today, we will explore how the shape of a country can tell us so much about its identity, culture, and history. You'll learn to recognize nations just by their outlines, so get ready for a journey around the globe that will sharpen your geographical knowledge and ignite your curiosity about the world we live in. Let's start off with a country that is famously shaped like a boot. Yes, you guessed it, Italy. This European country has a distinctive shape that extends into the Mediterranean Sea, making it one of the most recognizable outlines in the world. Italy's boot includes different regions shaped like the toe, arch, heel, and spur, which not only defines its geography but also has had a significant impact on its culture and history. The Apennine Mountains run down the spine of this peninsula, and around its coast, a vast maritime legacy was forged over centuries, from ancient Roman naval dominance to modern tourism. Also, Italy is home to two major islands, Sicily and Sardinia, each adding a unique character to the country. The capital, Rome, is situated roughly halfway up the boot, making it a hub of history and art that attracts millions every year. Now, let's explore another country, but this time let's head over to South America, where we find a nation that can be compared to a fish or even a whale. Chile stretches along the Pacific coast for a whopping 4,300 kilometers. However, despite its length, it's impressively narrow, averaging only 150 to 350 kilometers wide. This elongated shape is influenced by the Andes Mountains to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west. The fish shape is easy to visualize, especially when we consider its wide head in the north, the narrow neck, and its extensive tail that continues southward into lakes and volcanoes. Because of its unique geography, Chile hosts a stunning variety of landscapes, from deserts in the north to glaciers in the south, making it one of the most geographically diverse countries in the world. Next up is a country that sits in Southeast Asia shaped quite intriguingly like a crescent or boomerang. This country is Vietnam. Its outline bends along the Mekong River with a wide northern section tapering down to a long panhandle that reaches out towards the South China Sea. The borders that define Vietnam were significantly influenced by the French during colonial times, and the geography has naturally molded the nation's diverse culture, home to over 100 ethnic groups. Another interesting aspect of Vietnam's geography is its former use of the narrow panhandle as a vital supply route during the tumultuous Vietnam War. Moving southwest now, let's talk about an island nation in South Asia shaped like a teardrop. I'm referring to Sri Lanka, which drops from the southern tip of India and is separated by the Pak Strait. Its distinctive shape resembles a pear or even a teardrop, with a rich cultural history influenced by its geography. The country features mountainous regions in the center, topped by Pitaruttalagala, which is the highest peak standing at 2,524 meters above sea level. The long coastal areas teem with biodiversity and famous exports, including Ceylon tea, spices, and sapphires. Importantly, Sri Lanka's geography has also influenced its historical kingdoms and the ethnic tensions that arose due to its geographic divisions. Now, moving back to Europe, let's take a look at a country whose shape might surprise you. Moldova, located in Central Europe, is often compared to a perfect parallelogram. It is a landlocked nation, bordered by the Carpathians to the north, the Danube River to the south, and the Prut River to the east. What's interesting about Moldova is its highly regular shape, having the highest border straightness index of any country on Earth. Its rolling hills and fertile plains may contribute to its reputation as an important agricultural nation, and even its language bears unique characteristics, differentiating it from neighboring Slavic nations. Now let's switch gears and head back to South Asia to discuss Bangladesh. This country features an exceptional panhandle that extends between China and Myanmar, lending it a recognizable form akin to a chicken leg. With its narrowest width being just 20 kilometers, this unique shape emerged from the historical partitions made during British colonization. Notably, Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries globally, and this geography has forced it to adapt as it faces challenges from climate change. With the Sundarbans mangrove forest housing the majestic Bengal tiger, and Cox's Bazar being the longest unbroken sea beach in the world, the country's geographical features are not only visually stunning but also critical to its cultural identity. Continuing southward is another long and narrow country in Southeast Asia, often likened to a dragon. This country is Thailand, stretching over 1,600 kilometers along the Indochinese peninsula. With its dragon head in the north and the tail extending south towards Malaysia, the country's unique geography has played a pivotal role in its agricultural practices, historical kingdoms, and tourist attractions. Thailand is celebrated for its world-famous cuisine, beautiful temples, and cultural richness, making this nation vibrantly unique. Now we'll shift our focus to the Caribbean, specifically to a country that may be visually described as a star. That land is Cuba, a beautiful island nation with an irregular star-like shape forming thanks to numerous peninsulas and inlets. This nation has a melting pot of cultures illustrated through its music, food, and history. It features lush rainforests, mountains, and breathtaking beaches, enhancing its tourist appeal. Beyond its aesthetic beauty, Cuba has several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, making it a geographical treasure. Next, we venture into the United States, specifically to a state known for its distinctive mitten shape. Michigan is divided into two peninsulas, the Upper and Lower Peninsula, which gives it that distinctive hand-like outline. The Lower Peninsula, or the mitten, is a unique geographic feature that residents often point to when describing their hometowns. Michigan is significant for the automotive industry, home to Detroit, and it boasts the longest freshwater coastline in the United States. Lastly, let's talk about a Central American country that presents itself as a butterfly or even a seahorse. Costa Rica is known for its two coasts, one alongside the Caribbean Sea and the other with the Pacific Ocean. The shape, which features a narrow waist connecting the two coastlines, is emblematic of its rich biodiversity, home to millions of species, lush national parks, and exotic wildlife. Of note is that Costa Rica has made considerable efforts to preserve its environment, boasting the largest rainforest in the Americas outside of the Amazon basin, offering hope in the fight against climate change. What a delightful exploration we've had today! Understanding and recognizing countries by their shapes not only helps us in geography but also opens a window into the unique stories and characteristics of each nation. From Italy's boot to Chile's fish, each shape is a testament to the complex interplay of geography and culture. Today's journey has highlighted how much we can learn just by observing outlines and thinking about what those shapes represent in terms of history, culture, and identity. As you continue your study of geography, remember to keep an eye on the world map and see the interesting shapes that await your exploration. Never underestimate the stories those outlines can tell. We live in a beautiful, diverse world worth learning about. In today's episode, we explored the fascinating concept of recognizing countries by their shapes. We learned about Italy's recognizable boot, Chile's fish-like silhouette, and Vietnam's crescent shape, among others. Each outline not only serves as a way to identify nations but is also deeply connected to their histories and cultures. We delved into how geography shapes identities, economies, and historical narratives. The shapes of these countries tell stories far beyond their borders, offering us insight into the complex interrelations of culture and landscape. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of geography and the intriguing ways we can recognize countries by their unique shapes. We hope this episode inspires you to take a closer look at the maps around you and discover the stories they tell. Until next time, keep exploring the world around you and stay curious.